Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. 2019 Phillies at Mets. We are in Citi Field or at Citi Field in beautiful downtown Flushing, Queens. It's going to be Steven Matz, the left-hander, versus Jake Arrieta, the righty. And let's see, give me 1 second here. Where are we here? There it is. All right.
Replay Radio is live from New York. Top of the first.
For the Phils, it's going to be Andrew McCutcheon in left field leading off, and JT Realmuto, catcher, batting second. Right fielder Bryce Harper, batting third. Batting cleanup is Rhys Hoskins. Batting fifth is Michael Franco. Batting sixth is Phil Goslin, the shortstop. Batting seventh is the second baseman Cesar Hernandez. Eighth is center fielder Aaron Altair. And batting ninth is Jake Arrieta. Let's do this. We're playing on-base baseball. And the Mets record, let's see what that is. Mets record is 12-9, while the Phils are 10-11. And Steven Matz has a 2.92 ERA, so he's pitched pretty well up to this point. And he's 2-1 so far in the season with a 1.01 WHIP, so he's doing better than expected. Let's see what he does in this game. Let's start. We're not going to roll dice. We're going to hit the app. There's an app that you hit, and here goes. It's going to be a 5-5. The way you read this is you read the pitcher first. It's a blank. Now you go to the batter, and a 5-5 is going to be a line out to the second baseman. All right, L4, and we move on to the next batter. It's going to be JT Realmuto, and it's a 15. The 15 is a blank, and the 15 is a ground ball up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. So JT is on at first with a single. It's got good speed, by the way. 9 stolen bases, 1 caught stealing. So 6 or better will throw him out. 6 to 9 will throw him out. And Bryce Harper's up with 1 out and 1 on. Bryce Harper batting from the left side. He's a lefty. Got 3 home runs, batting .238. And what do we got? We got 1 out so far. And here goes. Here's the pitch. It's a 33. 33 off of Matz is a blank, and a 33 is a drive in the gap. And we're going to try to score. JT Realmuto, 1-2-5. He is safe. And ball hit to double lefty, right center field. Let's see who it's hit to. It's hit to the right fielder, Conforto. And he is out at the plate. It's Conforto to McNeil. To Ramos, the tag on Realmuto, and he's thrown out. So it's going to be a double, and runner is out at home. And that is 9-4-2. Great relay throw by assist. Great relay throw by the second baseman, McNeil. And here's Rhys Hoskins. So that's 2 outs now. I don't know if you can see that. And here's the pitch. It's a 26. A 26 is a blank, and that's it. Lifted to 6, 7, 8. That's center field, and over is Lagares. Juan Lagares in center field for the Mets. And he squeezes it for the out, and that retires the side. All right, this is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and it's going to be the Mets lineup. Let's see what that's going to look like today. It's going to be Nimmo leading off in left field. Batting second is McNeil. At second base, first baseman Pete Alonso. Batting third, batting cleanup is Michael Conforto, the right fielder. Fifth is the catcher Wilson Ramos. Batting sixth is Todd Frazier, a new addition to the Met team. Todd Frazier. Batting seventh is Luis Guillorme, the shortstop. Batting eighth is Juan Lagares, the center fielder. And batting ninth is Steven Matz. All right, so let's do this. Brandon Nimmo's up. Jake Arrieta's on the mound. Here's a pitch. And let's see. We're still in the bottom of the first here. So we're going to hit that. There we go. Bottom of the first. And let's roll. It's going to be a 5-5 off of Arrieta. And that is a blank. And a 5-5 is lined. And we'll be right back at the pitcher, who snags it out of the air for out number one. Here's batting second would be, let's go quickly take a look at this. Nimmo McNeil is batting second. Then it's Pete Alonso, Michael Conforto, Ramos, Frazier, Guillorme, and then we got to grab Lagares. Lagares is playing today. So let's bat him, put him in the 9th spot. Right before the pitcher, Juan Lagares, he plays with the Angels now. He won't last long with them. His skills are greatly diminished. And Rosario's not playing today. He's out. I guess he's either resting or injured. Don't know. All right. He's got one out here in the bottom of the first. And here's the pitch to McNeil. It's a 24. 24 is a base on ball. So Arrieta walks McNeil. And up next is Pete Alonso. Pitch to Pete Alonso. The snake eyes. That's a blank, and that's a drive in the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. One hop off the wall play. Altair plays the carom. And McNeil, speed. Ooh, he's going to hold up. He's going to be held up at third. So it's going to be second and third now with only one out. And it's going to be Michael Conforto. Infield is back. They're willing to give up a run. And it's a 1-5-15, and it's a blank there, and it's a ground ball. And it's going to be to the, let's see, to shortstop. One run will come in, 2 outs now. So 1 run for the home team. And learning how to use this, and obviously I haven't learned how to do it yet. There it is. Got it. Okay. So 1 run for the home team, 2 out. And with a runner on third, here comes Wilson Ramos. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-6. 5-6 is a blank. And a 5-6 is strike 3, and that retires the side. Let's pick up a run. And on a ground ball, we move to the top of the second. All right. It's going to be Steven Matz versus Michael Franco. So 1-2. It's a blank on Matz. And it goes to, it's going to be a ground ball. Right back to the Matz. Over to first. 1 away. Next up is Phil Goslin. And it's a 2-3. 2-3 is a blank, and a 2-3 is a ground out. We're going to check. Oh, it could be an error. Depends on who it's to. To the shortstop, Guillorme. Guillorme, defense. Nope, no error on Guillorme. Makes a nice play. Long throw to first. And he gets his man. 2 out. All right, and here is Cesar Hernandez. Here's a pitch. It's a 1-2, a blank, and that is grounded to the second baseman, McNeil. Sidearms it over to first, and that retires the side. All right, we go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Todd Frazier leading it off against Jake Arrieta. Here's the pitch. It's a 16. That's a blank there, and that's a fly ball to right field. Bryce Harper's there, makes the catch, 1 away. And here's Luis Guillorme. It's a 2-3. 2-3 is a blank, and a 2-3 is a ground out. Plus, we're going to check for the error. No error. It's grounded to shortstop. Nice play by Goslin. Over to first. In time. 2 out. And here's Juan Lagares with a 1-4. 1-4. Oh, that's a drive, and that's going to roll to the wall. So Lagares pulls one down the line and into left field corner. Bounces to McCutchen. There's going to be a play at second base. The tag by Hernandez, and Lagares, with his nice hook slide, gets in there, avoids the tag, and it's a 2-out double for Juan Lagares. And here comes Steven Matz. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-3. 1-3 is a blank, and a 1-3 is grounded to, a little number in front of the plate. Pouncing on it is Realmuto, fires to first, gets his man, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the third inning now. Still 1-0 Mets. We're playing on-base baseball. Pretty simple, pretty chartless. Aaron Altair, we created his card based on another card that was similar. It's a 24 blank, and a 24 is a strikeout. So swings and misses at a high fastball. Altair is out. Pitcher now, Arrieta, 1-6. That's a blank there, and that is lifted to right. Shallow right. Back goes McNeil. In comes Conforto. Conforto calls him off. 2 down. And it's the top of the order. McCutchen. And here's the pitch. It's a 1-2. 1-2 is a blank, and a 1-2 is a roller to the first baseman. Steps on the bag, and that retires the side. All right. We go to the top of the order in the bottom of the third for the Mets. Here's the pitch from Arrieta, 3-3, and that is a drive over the center fielder's head. Altair plays it off the base of the wall. Nimmo digging for second and goes in standing up. So leadoff double for Brandon Nimmo. Here's Jeff McNeil. So 1-3 is a blank there, and it's grounded to the first baseman. So that's going to allow Nimmo to move over. So now the infield is going to be playing in for Pete Alonso. Arrieta checks with Realmuto for the sign, sets and deals. So 1-4. 1-4 is a drive off the bat of Alonso in the gap. That's going to roll to the wall. Scoring easily is Nimmo, and Alonso slides into second base ahead of the throw with an RBI double. And let's see what we got. We got a 1 out and another run for the Mets. All right, Michael Conforto's up. Here's a pitch from Arrieta, 25. 25 is a blank, and the 25 is going to be a fly ball. And that is to left. 2 outs. And here comes Wilson Ramos. Pitch to Wilson Ramos, a 25. That's a blank. And again, that's a fly ball to right field this time, and that will retire the side. So we go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 Mets. JT Realmuto. Here's the pitch. It's a 45. 45 is a blank. 45 is a fly ball to center field. Lagares in the gap, and he runs it down. 1 down. Next up is Bryce Harper. Pitch. It's a 25. 25 is a blank, and that's going to be a fly ball. And that's to left. For center fielder, left center field. Bryce Harper takes it in the opposite direction. Fairly deep. Both Lagares and Nimmo are there, but Lagares makes the catch. 2 out. And Rhys Hoskins. Pitch to Rhys. It's a 15, and a 15 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Guillorme. Guillorme lets it fly. Low throw, but scooped out nicely by Alonso, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Mets are up 2-0. Todd Frazier is up 1-3, and it's a blank there, and that is grounded to the first baseman, Hoskins, who flips to Arrieta. 1 away. Next up is Luis Guillorme. Pitch to Guillorme is a 1-2. That's a blank, and that's grounded. Again, bounce to the first baseman Hoskins. This time he takes it himself. And Juan Lagares is up. And so 1-5, and that is going to be line base hit. Left center field. McCutchen plays it on a hop, gets it into Gosling. So it's a 2-out single for Lagares. And here's the pitch to Steven Matz, a 56. That's a blank, and a 56, strike 3, and that retires the side. Blows a fastball by Matz. And we go to the top of the 5th inning. 2-0 Mets. Playing on-base baseball. Have a little replay going here. Pretty realistic stats. Although Steven Matz is doing much better than Steven Matz is going to do. All right, here's Michael Franco. Snake eyes, and that is line base hit. So Franco ropes one to left field for Nimmo. And he's on at first. So just like that, the tying run is at the plate. Here's Gosling with the 34, and that's going to be a drive. Franco is probably going to hold up on this. It'll be a drive into left center field, and after it, Lagares, and he's not going to get it. It's going to bounce off the wall. And they are going to hold Michael Franco at third base. So it's going to be second and third, nobody out here. Second and third, nobody out. Tying run is already in scoring position for Cesar Hernandez. And let's do this. Here's a pitch from Matz. That's a 1-5, and that is a base hit. Let's see if Gosling will score. They're going to hold him up with no outs. They are going to, his speed is a 6. Holy smokes. They're going to wave him around. And the ball's hit to the, let's see, the left fielder, and the throw to the plate. And I think he is safe. He is safe. Yes. He is safe, and let's see if there's an error on the throw. No error. And will the runner make it to second base? Hernandez is a 4. On a 9, he's thrown out. And on a 9, he gets thrown out at second base. So they cut it off. 2-run score. The game is tied. And Hernandez digging for second on the throw to the plate. Ball gets cut off, and they throw it to second, and they get him at second base. Trying to stretch a single into a double or take the extra base on the throw. So batter is out at second base, and that is going to be a 7-4. The 7-4. Runner's out at second, and that's about it. 2-run score, so the game is tied. And here comes Aaron Altair. So that was pretty exciting. A lot of stuff going on there. Here's the pitch from Matz, and it's a 4-6. 4-6 is a blank, and a 4-6 is a strikeout for out number 2. And let's get the score up here. So 2 runs scored, and we've got 2 outs now. Okay, and here's Jake Arrieta. Now let's look at Jake Arrieta can go 25, while Matz can go 22. Let's see how many Matz has gone already. Matz has gone 17 and 18. So 18 for Arrieta, 17 for Matz. Let's get the crowd sound up a little bit. Late at night, nobody's home. My son is away, New Orleans. My daughter's out. My wife is just chilling, watching some TV. All right, Jake Arrieta. Here's a pitch. It's a 34. 34 is a blank, and a 34 is a drive. Pull down the line into the corner, and Nimmo is going to make a throw to second base. Arrieta is digging for second, and here is the tag, and it is late, and Arrieta just hit a double. Holy smokes. Jake Arrieta with a double, so it's a 2-out double here in the top of the 5th inning. The score is tied at 2 apiece, and here's Andrew McCutchen. 4-6, and a 4-6 is a blank, and a 4-6 is a strikeout to retire the side. So Matz gets him on a slider, and here comes Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo against Jake Arrieta in the bottom of the 5th inning. Score is 2-2. It's a 24. You always read the lower one first. 24, and that is ball 4. So Arrieta walks Nimmo, which is not a surprise, and here comes McNeil. Pitch to McNeil. That's a 56. 56 is a blank, and a 56 is going to be a hit by pitch or a base on balls, and that is a base on balls. All right, so the Mets got something going here. First and second, nobody out. Pete Alonso. Jake Arrieta is going to have to bear down here. It's a 15. That's a blank there, and that's going to be a ground out. And my daughter's back. That's nice. And ground out, not going to be a double play. It's going to be a fielder's choice. Let's see who it's to. It's to the shortstop. It's a 6-4 fielder's choice. On a 1, they get the guy at third. No. All right. So it's a 6-4 fielder's choice. And runners on first and third. Michael Conforto's up. Here's a pitch. It's a 23. 23 is a blank. And a 23 is a ground out with a check for an error. No error. With 1 out, infield the corners have to be in. So let's see who it's to. And then all right, so it's 23. 23 is a blank. 23 is a ground out. Check for an error. No error. And let's see what happens with the infield halfway. Okay, it's so the runner's going to hold because it's to the catcher. So it's a little number between the catcher and the pitcher. Catcher gets it, and he's going to. What do we have? A fielder's choice on this. This is a tough one. This is a tough play because if he throws the second, runner's going to score. So I'm going to give him the option to throw to first, and he's going to do that. He's going to throw to first. So it's going to be a 2-3 for the second out. Wait, back up. All right, it's going to be a 2-3 ground ball. 2-3, runner on third holds, runner on first is out. Gotta do it again because I gotta use a replay baseball PC game to track my stats. Runner goes to second. All right, we got it now. 2 outs. 2 outs now, and up comes Wilson Ramos. Do they want to face Ramos, a 288 hitter, or you want to face Todd Frazier, 251 hitter? About the same. Half of one, or 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Here's a pitch from Jake Arrieta to Wilson Ramos, and that's a 24. 24 is a base on balls. That's a third walk allowed by Arrieta in this inning. Let's see how many he's pitched to so far. He can go 25. He has pitched to 23. But he's given a boatload of walks here in this inning. And we're going to let him pitch to Frazier, probably his last batter. There's a couple of guys warming up in the bullpen. It's a 25. 25 is a blank, and that's a fly ball. Will there be no error? And that is to right field. Harper comes in, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 6th. So Mets failed to score. And we go to the top of the 6th inning. It's all tied at 2 apiece. JT Realmuto. It's a 35 against Matz, and a 35 is a strikeout. Swings and misses. Had a pitch outside of the strike zone. And let's check and see how many Matz has left. Matz is 20 batters faced. He can go 22, so this is probably his last inning, unless he basically pitches a shutout inning. or a lights out inning. So here's Bryce Harper with 1 out, and the score tied at 2. Here's a pitch. It's a 26 is a blank, and that's a fly ball to left field, and Nimmo is there for out number 2. And next up is Rhys Hoskins. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-3. That's a blank on Matz, and a 1-3 is going to be chopped to the shortstop Guillorme. Easy hop, and throws him out to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Both starters are going to get pulled. So Matz is going to get pulled for pinch hitter in this inning. Jake Arrieta's still in there. Jake Arrieta, the minute he gives up a hit, he's going to get pulled because he's gone 24. So let's see what happens. That's a snake eyes, and that's a blank there, and it's grounded to the third baseman, Franco. And he throws out Guillorme. Juan Lagares is next at 24. 24 is a base on ball. It's another walk, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it for Arrieta. Let's see who we're going to get. Who are we going to bring in? Who are we going to call? All right. Let's see what I got here for the Phillies. You get 30 players, 15 pitchers for 15 batters. You can try that. Try this game out for free on their website. If you need the link, just let me know. I'll get it for you. It's on my last video. Let's see if I can find Alvarez. Morgan. I can do Morgan as well. So Morgan's going to come in. So I got Nicasio and Ramos. Gonna need a lot of these guys. Nicasio and Ramos. You don't get everybody, so then I gotta I'm looking for Nicasio, I'm looking for Ramos. I know Alvarez will be able to pitch as well. There, okay. I got two more pitchers here before the closer, so I'm good. So it's gonna be, who did I say? It's gonna be, I'll bring in Morgan. It's a lefty. All right, so Morgan's in for Arrieta in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. Let's have runner at first. And here's Matz is up. So we're going to get a pinch hitter for Matz. It's going to be a righty. Who do we got on the bench? A righty for the Mets. J.D. Davis. J.D. Davis is coming to bat. There he is. And here goes. Here's a pitch from Morgan. That's a 25. A 25 is a blank, and a 25 is a fly ball. And that is going to be to the center fielder, Altair. And going back to first is Lagares. And that's 3 outs. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. No, I don't. I have 2 outs. I have 2 outs. So now I have Nimmo up. He's a lefty against Adam Morgan. Here's a pitch. And it's a 45. 45 is a strikeout against the lefty, and he is a lefty, and he strikes him out. So it seems that Adam Morgan's really good against lefties. He's got 3 strikeouts, and a single at 33 instead of like a double. Because if it went to the batter card, it would have been a double at 33. So that retires the side. Yes, sirree. And we go to we're in the top of the 7th now. We're still all tied at 2. That was the 3rd out. And new pitcher for the Mets. Who do we got? We got Familia. Jerry Familia. And he's going to be facing Michael Franco to lead off the inning. Here's a pitch. It's a 36. And that's a blank there. And a 36 is going to be a fly ball. And it's to right. Conforto in the gap. And runs it down. 1 away. All right. Here's Phil Goslin. Keep on wanting to call him Goose Goslin. It's a 46. 46 is a ground ball and through into left field for a knock, and Phil Goslin is on at first. Not really a base. Oh, we had 15 stolen bases with a 6, so there he goes. And he is safe at second base. The throw down from Ramos not in time. Had a huge lead. So Goslin took off for second and made it safely. Stole second base here in the top of the 7th in a game that's all tied at 2. 1 out. All right, runner at second. And here goes. The pitch is to the Cesar Hernandez. It's a 56. 56 is a strikeout. He gets Hernandez to chase a slider. And it's Aaron Altair. You know what? Tom said, let's bring in a pinch hitter. Well, we need a pinch hitter for the pitcher spot. Yeah, so we're going to hold pinch hitter for that. Let's do it. Aaron Altair. Here's a pitch. It's a 24. 24 is a base on ball, so he walks him. And that puts, well, the tying run is at second base. The go-ahead run is at first. Oh, the go-ahead run is at second base. The insurance run is at first base. And here you have the pitcher, Morgan. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Morgan here in the top of the 7th in a game that's all tied at 2. We got Quinn. I don't think I have a card. I need to create a card for Quinn. I do have Nick Williams, who's a lefty, so we'll use Nick Williams. We also created a card for Nick Williams. I just use the next closest batter. That's how I do it. Just fill in the numbers. No big secret that I'm not going to share. Again, you only get some of the players. You don't get them all. So, all right. So Nick Williams, runners on first and second, 2 out. And here's a pitch from Familia to Nick Williams. Left-hander. Here's a pitch, and that is a 25. 25 is a blank, and a 25 is a fly ball to left. Nimmo camps under it and makes the catch to retire the side. Okay, so it's going to be McNeil, new pitcher. And we're going to bring in Alvarez, another lefty, because we got some lefties coming up. And here's a pitch. It is a 1-5 in the bottom of the 7th. 1-5 is a blank there, and it's grounded to the second baseman. Hernandez, who waits back, now charges. Sidearms at the first to get McNeil. Here's Pete Alonso, the big bopper, 56. That's a blank. And a 56 is going to be a base on balls or a walk, and it's a walk. It was a hit. I'm sorry, a base on balls or walk. It was a base on balls or hit by pitch. Excuse me. All right, and here comes. So he's on at first with 1 out. Let's get the. So we're in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. There we go. And here's the pitch to Alonso. Alonso walked. Here's the pitch to Conforto. And that's a 22. 22 is a drive in the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. And Alonso, speed-wise, is a 3. So he's going to, and there's not 2 outs. 2 outs, you got to play a plus, big plus. So they're going to hold him at second base. And we got second and third now with only 1 out for the Mets. And they're going to intentionally walk Frazier to have a force at the plate. They're going to bring the infield in. And all right, so bases are loaded. Bottom of the 7th. Todd Frazier's up. Alvarez is on the mound, and here's a pitch. It's a 44, and a 44 is a blank there, and a 44 is a 44 is base hit for Frazier. Will they wave Conforto home? Needs a 4, a bun up. They're going to hold him up. So it's a RBI single that puts the Mets up 3-2 by Todd Frazier. Comes up big in the clutch. The Todd father. And here's Luis Guillorme. And infield is in again. They're trying to prevent any more runs from coming in. Let's get that score correct here. It is the Mets 3, Phillies 2. Here's a pitch. It's a 1-5. And a 1-5 is a blank, and a 1-5 is a base hit, and there could be a potential error. No error. Bobbled a bit by Altair, and Ramos is going to hold, so only 1 run scores there. So the Mets are up 4-2 now. And here comes Juan Lagares, same defensive situation. We're going to bring the corners in and leave the infield halfway, see what happens. It's a 4-5. 4-5 is a blank. 4-5 is a fly ball. It's going to be a fly ball to left. And Ramos is going to hold. 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Mets lead at 4-2. All right, and here's the pitcher, Familia. And we are going to replace him with a pinch hitter. We're going to bring in Ahmed Rosario, and they're going to bring in Juan Nicasio. So Nicasio's in. Do we have to pull a double switch? Let's take a quick peek. Let's see real quick here. I don't think so. Oh yeah, the pitcher's up. Pitcher is up, so we got to pull a double switch. So let's undo that substitution, and let's do this a different way. Familia's up. Fly out for Lagares. He flied out for the second out. All right, now we're gonna bring up pinch hitter. It's gonna be now I don't want to use the catcher. We're gonna use Roman Quinn. Roman Quinn's gonna come into pinch hit. Let's see. Let's do this a different way. Wait a second. Mets need a pinch hitter. Mets are going to bring in Rosario. There we go. So Mets got Rosario. And we're going to bring in a new pitcher, but we have to pull a double switch. So now we're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to bring in, who did I say, Nicasio. And he's going to go. All right, Nicasio is going to go into the 8th spot. And in the 9th spot, it's going to be Quinn. In the 9th spot, it's Quinn. And that's going to be the pitcher. No, wait. This is true. Sometimes let me go back to the bullpen and put Nicasio there. There we go. Perfect. Took me a little bit. All right, so it's going to be Nicasio versus Rosario right here. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Mets are up by a couple of runs. And here goes 2-3. 23 is a blank. And a 23 is a ground ball with a potential error, no error. And it's bounced to the shortstop who charges it, throws on the run, and gets his man, gets Rosario to retire the side. Top of the eighth. Oh, it was the top of the order. All right. Well, I'm not going to undo all that. So for the Mets, top of the order, we're going to bring in, let's see, it's righty, righty, lefty. We're going to bring in Wilson. Wilson is not on the, we're going to bring in Avilan. He's another lefty the Mets have. Not on the roster this year. Wilson, for some reason, is not on the roster. He may be injured for a few games. So Luis Avilan, we should have him. There he is. He will be pitching. He's really primarily coming in to face Harper. So McCutchen against Avilan. 4-2 Mets in the top of the eighth inning. Let's go to our scorecard here. Our scoreboard. And here's a pitch. It's a 55. And a 55 is a blank there. And that's lined to third base. Frazier goes up and brings it down. Hit right on the screws, but right at the third baseman. So McCutchen pulls one down the line. But Frazier was playing him perfectly. So here's Real Muto, pitch from Avilan at 25. That's a blank there. That's a fly ball. It could be an error. Let's see who it's to. It's to the center fielder, Lagares. And Lagares, what kind of a fielder is he? He is he's a minus. So he does make an error. He is going to make an error there. So Juan Lagares boots it. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's a 2-base error. No, it's a 1-base error. Actually, we should do something like 1 to 4 is a single and an error, and something like that. So we got to work on that. But it's going to be an error on the center fielder, Lagares. And here's Bryce Harper. So Bryce Harper's tying run with 1 out. Here's the pitch to Harper. So 1-5, and that's going to be a ground ball. Hit to the third baseman. He's going to go to second for 1. The throw to first, not in time. Harper hustling down the line, beats it. It's going to be a fielder's choice. 2 outs now. Oh, wait a second. I read off the wrong play. Wait, did I read? No, I read off the right place. All right. And it's going to be Rhys Hoskins. Luis Avilan. 46. 46 is a blank, and a 46 is strike 3, and that retires the side. Go to the bottom of the eighth inning. Still, Mets are up 4-2. And it's going to be the top of the order, Nimmo against Nicasio. Here's a pitch. It's a snake eyes, blank there, and it's grounded to. If there's a lefty faces, oh no, that can't be. That has to be. That can't be. That has to be a left. That has to be a righty. Because let me see, 2019 Mets. And I'll tell you what happened. 2019 Mets. 2019 Mets. And let's see. Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo splits. Brandon Nimmo splits. Platoon splits. Versus righties. He batted 375 versus lefties, so it is versus lefties. That's a base hit off a lefty on Brandon Nimmo's card, Snake Eyes. Batted 375 versus lefties. All right, so let's go back to our scoreboard. And the leadoff man is on with a single. And let's see, Nimmo had 3 stolen bases, 0 caught stealing. We're not going to worry about that right now. And here's McNeil, pitch from Nicasio. Say 3-4. 3-4 is a blank, and the 3-4 is a deep drive off the bat of McNeil. Got a hold of that one. Harper to the wall, looks up. That's out of here. 2-run shot, and that makes it a 6-2 ball game. And Nicasio wishes he had that pitch back. A hanging slider that McNeil was all over and drove it deep to the second deck, right above the Coca-Cola corner. And Pete Alonso's up now. Score 6-2 Mets. Let's add that up there. One there, 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Here goes. Well, nobody out, so I got to get rid of that. Here's a pitch to Pete Alonso. That's a 25. 25 is a blank, and it's a fly ball to center field. Quinn runs it down. And here's Michael Conforto. So 1-5, and that's a blank, and it's grounded to the second, back to the pitcher. And here's Wilson Ramos. Pitch to Ramos, a 34, and it's a blank, and the 34 is, it's a double versus, it's got to be off a lefty again. All those are off of lefties. So let's check Wilson Ramos off the lefties. So I have a right versus right-handed there, but that has to be wrong. So let's look at Ramos, his splits. I'm using Baseball Reference. All right, batting splits 2019. Let's see. Platoon splits versus lefties. Yep, versus lefties, 346. So that's not versus righties. That's wrong. I don't know why I did that. It's lefties. You know what? Let me fix it this way. Look much nicer. Actually, I don't even have to do that anymore. I think I figured this out. They're all versus lefties. All right. So it's that's going to be a drive, a 34, and that is Wilson's going to go to second base with 2 out, or a 2-out double. But it was not in time. And here's Todd Frazier. 2 outs, run around second base. Where's my phone? Let me get my scoreboard back up. There's a scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 6-2 Mets. They've scored 2 so far in this inning. Here's a pitch from Nicasio. So 1-6, that's a blank, and it's a fly ball to right field. Harper settles under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. And we go to top of the 9th, last licks, and here comes Edwin Diaz. He's the guy who really was really poison for the Mets. Total poison for the Mets. It's going to be Michael Franco leading it off. Here's a pitch. So 1-2, that's a blank, and that's grounded to the second baseman McNeil, who makes the play. 1 away. Phil Goslin is up next with a 3-3, and that's going to be a base hit for Goslin. And he can go 4. So Goslin is on at first. Here's Cesar Hernandez with a 26, and that's a strikeout. Swings and misses at a slider outside the zone. 2 out. So the Phillies are down to their last out. And we got a pinch hitter here. We're going to bring in Andrew Knapp. Jordan Evans coming into pinch hit. Here's the pitch from Diaz. It's a 23. 23 is a blank, and a 23 is grounded out to second base. McNeil flips to Guillorme, and that is the ball game. The Mets win it. Let me just double check everything. Everything's in order. I put everybody in there. All right. So that looked good. It looks right. And Mets going to win it 6-2. That was a 4-6 fuelers choice. And the Mets improve their record to 13-9. The Phillies fall to 10-12. The win goes to Jerry Familia. The loss goes to Jose Alvarez. The MVP is going to be McNeil for the 2-run home run. And he had, he went 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. So McNeil hits his 6th of the season, and he hit 23 in the whole season. So I want to get RBIs. Conforto with his 20th, Alonso with his 21st. Frazier picked up his first RBI, Guillorme his first, and McNeil 2 for 11. Let's see. Steven Matz doesn't get the victory. His ERA goes up to 2.93. He's still doing better than his 4. Diaz did not get a save because it wasn't really a save situation since the Mets were up at 4. The loss goes to Alvarez. He's 0-1. And that's about it. I'm going to get ready for game 2. And let me just quickly play out the day. This is Tony Porter. Cards and Dice TV. Final score. Let's take a look at it. The scoreboard. See if you can see that. There it is. The Mets win it by a score of 6-2. And that's about it. So this is On Base Baseball. Check it out. Try it out for free. The link is in the previous On Base Baseball game that I played. If you can't find it, just reach out to me, and I will post it for you. I'll try to post it into this video as well, so you can look for it there. Take care, and let's have our. Let's see.